طيب يا عيال، مرة مبيض جالس استخدم الجوال لأني جالس في البلكونة بس أسوي المقطع شوية مذاكر. فالمهم يعني سمنتج. المشكلة في صوت في التصوير، طبعا حتشوفوه دحين في الإقلاع لما أحط الباور فل في صوت تقطيع. فلأنه ما عندي الوصلة اللي أشبكها في الطيارة، فحاطط السماعة في المايك حاطه في يدني، ولازم اشتري له شيء غير حق الراس لانه هذه دقيقة اوريكم يا واد صدعت فيه يا واد، نكبتني والله مرة نكبتني. مشكلة ايش؟ بالي اشوف لي كاب اللي هي هذه اللي تنحط في الراس، فعشان كذا شلته في اخر المقطع. فالمهم ان شاء الله يكون يعني ان شاء الله تنبسطوا بالمقطع. ويلا اسيبكم معه.
دقيقة ما عارف ايش بالجوال، ما راضي يفصل. اكيد شايفيني جالس اسوي بس ماني شايف. طيب نشغل هذا شوية، نشغل اللمبات كلها، ننزل الفلابس. طبعا هنا الفلابس انزل غير، في بعض الطيارات طق طق طق، هذا فلاب لا تعلي. طيب هذه كويسة كويسة. تكن نسيت شيء. صدق توقف الرحلة لو رحت ما حطيت هذا. اوكي كويس، كل شيء تمام. هذه كل شيء تمام. تمام تمام. دقيقة بشوف شيء هناك. اوكي تمام. هذا اللي هنا حق هذه قطار. هذه طويلين العمر. انت عشان تسوي زي كذا باليوك، تمام، تسوي زي كذا عشان الطيارة تمشي سيدة. فلما تقعد ضاغط طول الوقت حتتعب، فهذه في الجو فوق تشيل عنك الضغط شوية. ايوه شغالة شغالة شغالة. اوكي. طبعا هنا فين؟ هنا هذه يرش بالله احيانا. ايوه. طبعا ليش هنا لما تيجي تضغط عشان تبى تشوف الفيول كيف فيه له مويه ولا لا، فعشان المويه اثقل من البنزين فحتكون تحت كده، حتشوف كده في فرق. فهذه مظبوط. اي انا والله ما ادري انتم شايفين ولا لا. مظبوط. The fuel is so cold. Cold? Yeah. Oh yeah. Oh my god. You're good. طبعا نرجع نصبه. Oh shit. نشيك على الكفرات. بس تمام يا عمي مزبوطة. شوف هذه شوية بس ما أدري عنه. Do you want me to do it in this side also?
Yeah, if you don't mind.
طبعا بنش هذه نشيك نشوف كم في التانكي.
Okay. Yeah, that looks good.
طبعا هنا في حاطينها للطلاب.
Wind 070 at 11, gust 17. Visibility 10. View clouds 2,500. Temperature 27, dew point 22, altimeter 3000. Visual approach runway 5 in use. Landing in departing runway 5. VFR aircraft requesting weather flight following or clearance through the Charlie airspace. Advise ground control prior to taxi. All aircraft read back all runway hold short instructions. H-field notice. Caution numerous construction cranes in the Delta airspace. Advise others to contact you at Vetus Alpha. I'm gonna give him a call. Page Tower 20504, holding short runway 5 Alpha 1, ready for departure. Cessna 20504, page runway 5, left on course, clear for takeoff. Runway 5, left on course, clear for takeoff, 20504. Track 281, let's put you in left traffic. Alright man, here we go. What's left traffic, clear track 281. Now the runway final is clear, runway is also clear. Looks like we're going to have Roger 120 Mike Golf, down to the west, inbound full stop, we have Alpha. 120 Mike Golf page, 202 mile final, runway 5. 202 mile final for runway 5, 120 Mike Golf. Alright man, so left hand on the control there, right here, let's give it some full power, nice and smooth. There we go, keep it going, a little bit faster all the way, and we get that right rudder for left turning tendencies, good. There we go, keep it going, we can go a little bit faster, there we go, all the way. We're going to about 50 to 55, which we already are, so nice and easy for us. There we go. And remember, nose on the horizon, right? There we go, I'll trim you out here to help. Beautiful. So you see how quick we took off there? Yeah, that's because we got a really strong headwind. The plane loves to take off and land and drill in, so very nice. Nose on the horizon, and we're just climbing out straight ahead. Nice and bumpy, huh? Yeah, it's bumpy. It's all good, man. You're handling it very well. Beautiful, man. West heading, 1,000 feet, perfect. We're just going to hold this right here. I just want to take this seat. So we're going to punch up here, ground only 5 tax? Yeah. Yeah, so be careful pulling on this because it sometimes comes down. So just keep that in mind, okay? I know you were pushing on it, but in the future, if you accidentally pull on it, sometimes it falls down. So yeah, just be careful there. All right, man, nice. A nice and bumpy day. is your mic off? Your full stop? Full stop. When is your mic off? Is your mic off? Runway 5, clear to land, wind 089. Copy the wind, clear to land, runway 5. When is your mic off? Alright, man, very nice. Let's do a right turn to north. So we're gonna get back on that heading there, so just a nice little right turn. So is this your first time, like, really flying planes, right? Okay. Yeah. Have you done, like, simulator or anything? Like simulators? Yeah, flight, what do they call it, Microsoft flight simulator? Yeah. Done that a little bit? Yeah. But not that. I just play with the aircraft, yeah. I was gonna say you're flying really well, so that's why I was curious. Very nice, man. Let's do some of that slow flight. So do you want me to demonstrate one for you first? So, probably the all, then the mixer is full. Yep, I'll leave that there. We'll do the flaps when we like. Yeah. Let me demonstrate one for you really fast, okay? Okay. So before every maneuver, we want to do the pre-maneuver checklist. And the first thing is the clearing turn. Yeah, so we're just going to do a quick little clearing turns here. Just scanning for traffic. Good. Our heading bug set at altitude at 3,000. So yeah, what you want to do is carby, power to 1600. When we reduce the power like this, you gotta have a little bit of back pressure, otherwise we'll descend and flaps. 2, 3. We're just gonna let the airspeed drop. 1, 2, 3. Once we get about 55 right here, we're gonna add the RPM up to 2,000. So there's 55 coming right now. And then 2,000 right there. Alright, I'm going to let you fly this. So your controls, let's hold between 50 and 60, alright? In the middle of 50 and 60. So 55 is great, and altitude 3,000. And then we're going to hold that heading as well. See how we're drifting a little bit to the left? So we're going to keep a little bit of that right rudder in there. That'll help out a lot. Just a little bit of right rudder pressure. And we're going to pick our speed, or we're going to base our speed on pitch. So see how we're at 48? So we want to pitch down. Pitching down will help us gain the speed back. See how it's climbing back? When you're in slow flight, the pitch controls the airspeed. The power will control altitude in slow flight. Alright, man, very nice. So let's just keep flying this. Slow flight right now between 50 and 60. We're at 54, 55. That's perfect. Good. Let's do a right turn to the north. When you do slow flight, right turn, maximum like 10 degrees of bank is all you need. We don't have to bank super steep in slow flight. There you go. A little bit. Just a little bit more. Yep, great job, man. Alright, let's check this out. We're a little high right now. We're at like 3,100. We want to go to 3,000. So what we got to do is reduce some power. So bring some power back. There's not a specific number. Just bring it back. But you want to make sure we let that nose drop, okay? Because we don't want to lose airspeed now. So we're controlling airspeed with that pitch, keeping it between 50 and 60, and then reducing that power is going to allow the plane to descend, and it's descending now, so very good. Once we get close to 3,000, then you can bring back the power back up to like 2,000 or so. Good. And nose back on that horizon, power's back up, good. Very nice. Now the recovery procedure. Recovery procedure is full throttle and carb heat in. So let's do full throttle first. So all the way push. Yep, we want to keep that nose level as well. Now carb heat. All the way in. And then we're going to bring our flaps up to 20 degrees. So like for like 3 seconds. There we go. And as we slowly build some airspeed, we're going to slowly take out our flaps. So bring them in. Very nice. Once we get to about 10 degrees, then you can do flaps up all the way. There we go. And then we're going to go back to normal cruise flight. Let's bring that power back to our cruise throttle setting around 22 to 2300 is perfect. Nice, man. Alright, let's do a 180. Let's do a left turn to that heading. Let's do a nice little 180 turn to the left. And then we're going to do that slow flight again, and I'll let you set it up. Perfect, right to the sun. Alright, so now I want you to get set up for the slow flight yourself. Okay. Yep, good job. Sometimes you gotta hit it to get it going there. I'll hold it for about 3 seconds. There you go. As we continue to get slower, you want to bring it in. Good job. Yep, nice. We're at around 55, power back up to 2,000. There you go, man. Not too bad, not too bad at all. Yep, very nice. All right, let's do a left turn, that heading. Went by it a little bit. That's okay. We'll make a correction for that. There you go. Good correction. Nice, man. All right, let's just fly this way for now. Let you get used to flying slow flight. All right, man. Very nice. Let's go ahead and recover back to normal flight. So remember power, throttle all the way in, carby. There you go. And then we're going to bring the flaps out in increments, not all at once. Very nice, man. Awesome job, awesome job. All right. Let's get let's see, where's our heading right now? Yeah, we're down there. Let's head about a 060 heading. Kind of get out of the sun a little bit. And you know what? Once we get on this heading, let's climb up again. Let's go up to about 3,500. So how do you feel about doing a power off stall? Ever done a stall on the plane yet?
No, not yet.
Okay, so you want to do one?
Let's do it.
Are you ready for it?
Yeah, ready.
Alright, so this is a power off stall. There's two different ones. Power off means no power. And it's simulating that we're coming in for a landing. And we flare, we pull back too much as we're getting ready to land, and the aircraft stalls, so we need to learn how to recover from that. So I'll do I will demonstrate it first. So the setup is very similar to the slow flight. So I'll do carb heat, power 1600, and we're going to be looking for around 65 knots. That's our airspeed. Looking for 65, so we passed it. So what I want to do is pitch down because we were simulating that we're coming in to land, right? Yeah. We're pretending that runway is right in front of us. Once we get to 65, I'm going to go power idle, and I'm just going to pull up on the horizon. And I'm just going to hold it right here. As the airplane gets slower, you got to keep pulling back a little bit. You'll hear the stall warning. There's stall warning. Yeah. Then the plane will eventually stall. is. That's all it is. Then I'm going to let the nose drop. Full power. Carb heat in. Nice and smooth with it. Flaps there. Now every stall is a little different. So that one was not aggressive at all. Some of them, the plane really likes. But you get what I'm saying with the airflow over there. So it didn't want to stall really bad because there's so much of a headwind that the wings are still producing lift. So all it did was just the nose just slightly dropped. That was a good stall. So just full power, carb heat, bringing the flaps up. But sometimes, like I said, the nose sometimes really likes to drop as well. So it's different every time, really. Yes, sir. So same setup as that slow flight. There we go. Let's try to hold that heading as well. Good job. Now you see the nose is dropping. Pull back because we want to stay level the whole time. Okay. There you go. Be careful with those flaps. Oh, you're good. You can leave them. You can leave them where they are right now. It's okay. There we go. Flaps 30. That's good right there. All right. So let's pitch forward. 65. Yeah. So we're simulating that runway is straight ahead. We're coming in to land. There's the runway. We got that runway in sight. Well, since it's taken a while, 62 is fine, so let's go. Let's pull back. Power idle. Power idle. And nose on the horizon, so it's kind of hard to see the horizon, but keep pulling back. I'll help you out here just a little bit, about right here. Good job. Yep, and just hold it right here. There's the stall warning. Keep pulling, keep pulling. Yep, just be patient with it. No rush. There it is. That's it. Let that nose drop. Full power. Carb heat as well. Good job. And then flaps just like on slow flight. Now on the recovery of the stall, we want to pitch up. We want to climb away from the ground, right? Because remember, we're simulating that landing. So we're pretending that runway is right below us. We want to get away so we don't hit the ground. All right, man. Very nice job. Not too bad, right? Yeah, those two stalls that we did, like I said, those were not bad at all. Sometimes the nose really likes to drop, so. But really good job, good recovery, good setup, everything's great, man. All right, let's do a nice normal descent. We're gonna go back to 1,000 feet, okay? We're gonna avoid those clouds as well, good job. And we're just gonna fly, it's fine to avoid these clouds, but let's just keep flying in this general direction. And we're gonna descend to 1,000. There you go. Good job bringing that power back. And remember, when we reduce that power, we want to do something else as well. We got to bring something else on as well, besides the throttle. We want to bring that carb heat right here. Oh, yep. We're just going to leave this full. So carb heat all the way out. Good. Yeah. Whenever we're descending and you bring the power back to a lower RPM, you want to have a carb heat pull out. Okay. Yep. Good job. And we'll just do a nice descent down to 1,000 feet. All right, my controls for just a moment. I want to show you something. I'm going to show you a forward slip. You ever heard of the forward slip? You mean when you're landing and the aircraft crabbing? Yeah, so yeah, the aircraft's kind of crabbing. That's more of like a side slip, but a forward slip is really used to lose a lot of altitude quick without speeding up. Because in normal flight, if I pitch down really fast, right, we would speed up, right? Yeah, the airspeed would increase. So a forward slip is used to basically get down there fast without gaining that airspeed. So what we're going to do is power idle. We're going to do full rudder into the wind. I know the wind's coming from this direction. I'm going to do full left rudder and opposite aileron, right aileron. So I will demonstrate it for you. Power idle, carb heat. It's going to feel weird, all right? We're going to do full left rudder, and I'm doing a little bit of right aileron to maintain heading. So we're flying this direction, yeah, but we're slipping down. You see how we're losing that altitude quick? Yeah. Airspeed's kind of staying fairly the same, right? Yeah. And then to recover, all you do is bring out the rudder. That's it. I want you to give it a try down to 1,000, okay? Okay. Alright, your controls. So power idle, carb heat out. Push down. Push down. Good, good. A little bit more, as much as you can push on that left rudder. There you go. Now we're going to pitch forward. There you go. Yep. And we're just going to maintain that heading, which we're kind of going in this general direction. Looks great. And once we get to 1,000 feet, I want you to level off. Very good, man. Beautiful. 1,000 feet. Very nice job, bro. Very nice job. I'll fly us this way for now while you do the descent checklist, alright? Make sure it's rich. Make sure it's rich. Good. Both of it. As required, so we don't need it right now. Good. Descent hard. Yeah, let's get that ATIS. So, you remember how to switch over to the ATIS? So, up here, COM 1. So, hit COM 1. Control button. Hit that one, then hit this. Bring back all runway hold short. We're going to listen. Atrial notice. Caution. Let's turn it down now. Yep, so we're on, you see the runway up there? Yeah, so we're just on a very long final. So perfect, man. On course, runway 5, course takeoff, wind 06016. Alright, clear for takeoff. Thank you. 73, take a moment. So they were talking, but basically the setup is the same as like the slow flying stuff. Power 1600, carb heat flaps, yep. But we're going to start bringing flaps in slowly at a time. Once we're 2 miles, we'll bring in flaps 20. But we want to keep that descent coming down and maintain 2 white, 2 red, which we are. So great job. All right, I'm going to bring in the flaps for you, so I know you're focusing. So we bring those flaps in. The nose wants to come up, so keep that nose push forward. Good job. And it's nice and bumpy right now, right? So pretty challenging conditions. You're handling it really well, man. Just keep it coming in. At Tower 504, we cleared to land. Just 504 is clear to land runway 5, the wind is 06015. Clear to land runway 5, 20504. Alright, bringing in flaps 30. Nose is going to rise. Keep that nose pushed forward, beautiful. Yeah, there we go. Fighting the winds, man, fighting the winds. Good job, though. Forward, 21 Quebec, hold these short runway 5 at Alpha 1. 21 Quebec, base, hold short runway 5. Hold this short runway 5, 21 Quebec. And we're going to aim for that number, on number 5 on the runway. That's our aiming point. Yeah. So we're going to keep that nose pointed down towards that number. Project 264, King Air traffic 1 o'clock, 3 miles, report of in sight. Perfect traffic, Project 264. Beautiful, man. Now once we get over that number, we're going to pull back very slightly. There we go, we're going to get down a little bit lower. 0 Bravo Alpha, 1 departure prior to arrival on Skyhawk. We're going to pull back and just hold it.
Roger,
Okay?
number 40 Bravo Alpha.
We're not forcing it down. As we get lower, keep pulling back. Central Arctic is Bravo now, current wind 06016, gust 21, altimeter 3000. Very nice. We're going to go to, 504, you have Alpha 3. Definitely 504. Alpha 3, ground point 7, good day. Alpha 3, ground point 7, good day. Yeah, pretty challenging landing with the wind, but I gotta say,